Hello, hello. Mara Evenstar here. Just touching in. I hope my little video note finds you well, thriving. I hope you are. Intense times, right? So we're all riding along with it. I'm going to light my candle, get a little center here. I am still using the beautiful amber candle that I was using back in October as we moved in the month from October into November. And so I'm still really enjoying this little beauty. I hope your holidays of gratitude and hopefully loved ones or connecting and thinking about the loved ones that have passed. I hope they were nurturing for you and fulfilling. And now we're of course shifting into the time of the dark night, right? The time of the darkest time where we kind of move into the underworld. We're shifting from that liminal kind of time in the fall into winter and sliding into the time of very little sun. Um, and then in just a few weeks, we hit kind of the apex of that, and we'll be all celebrating the holy days. And the holy days in many traditions that are celebrating the rebirth of the sun or the return of the light, or just really celebrating the light in general. And so we are celebrating at Evenstars Chalice. We're having a solstice gathering on Sunday, December 18th at 5 o'clock. We'll be doing a candle ceremony, hopefully playing some singing bowls, and just really being able to sit together in some community and create some peaceful, lovely vibes as we move into the darkest night, but then the slow return of the light. So I welcome you. If you're in the area and you're local, please come by. Let's see, what else? It's shopping season too. At the shop, we've been loading up on some of your favorites, your gifts and things like that. Please be sure to, wherever you are, try to shop locally for your gifts if you do the gift giving thing in this season. There's a challenge that's going around to try to spend at least half of your holiday shopping funds with local small businesses, because we really are what helps hold at least the economy of a community together. And almost all the dollars that come into local small businesses, they go back out into the community. They support the community in many ways. And we also, I know through our shop that a great amount of what comes through our shop goes back out into the community. So think of us, think of the other really cool mom and pop stores, all the other small businesses that are especially like in the downtown areas of your city, and give them a visit and do your shopping there if you can. So what's been up for me this last month? A lot. I mean, there's just been a lot going on, but I'm actually also finding this a time of a lot of creativity. There's been a lot of new ideas coming up, a lot of ideas for classes and offerings, and even just wanting to do art. At the same time, really wanting some quiet, generative time. And what I'm finding is really coming together for me is just this feeling of synthesizing all the different dimensions of self, of my gifts, of all the different things that I do. I feel like I'm being called into even further synthesis of these disparate parts of self, of these disparate parts of life. I don't know whether or not you're experiencing that or not. I mean, feel free to drop in the comments if you're experiencing something similar, or if it's just like really different for you right now. Um, but that's really what I've been noticing is there's a lot going on. It is overwhelming, and being asked to really start to weave together a story of how all these different things, all of this, all that's going on, kind of weaving it into some coherence. Um, For us today, for the collective, I grabbed my Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck again. Let's see what Ganesha has to say as a message to us. This one flew out, so I'm going to stop shuffling and grab this. Ah, okay. So the card that came up is Spiritual Quest. And it's the number 40, which in numerology is the number 4, which has to do with kind of stability and cornerstones and things like that. And really what I guess arises for me when I hear this word spiritual quest, but I also think of it in terms of the number 4 with stability. It's about, kind of moving back into those disciplines, into those daily practices, into those things that ground you into your spiritual life, right? So if you have had practices and gotten away from them, so kind of returning to them as a way of entering into even a new spiritual quest, even a new way of stepping into, even with fresh mind, sometimes bringing forward those old disciplines, those older disciplines, or something that gives us stability while we do that questing is really powerful. Because when we're questing and we're all ungrounded and we're grasping, we're flitting off in many different directions, it's really difficult to stop and listen to what's trying to come through. So for me, this card for the collective is using this time, this dark time that we're moving into, which eventually kind of culminates in the little bit of the return of the light, of using this time of really going in, of questing inward, and questing inward in a way that brings us back to our foundations, back to levels of stability. So that I believe is the message that's coming through for us today. I appreciate if you're here and you're listening to me still. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. I really would love to connect with each and every one of you in person, and this seems to be the best way to try to do it. Is we are all we're all over the world, and we're all very busy, and so my love to you, my love to you and your beloveds during this season of moving into the underworld, but then returning with the rebirth of the light as we move through December. And I will see you on the other side. Next time we'll be getting ready to enter the new calendar year. So blessings, blessings, blessings to you and yours. Thank you.